Hi everyone, this is Jen from Scrapping Posh, and I'm here with an Artistic Studio Creation Design Team project. Now, this one I didn't do a tutorial for, but I can, so if you're interested, let me know. I have the Graphic 45 Alice collection that I can always dip into to make this project. This project takes a lot of paper, just warning you. It's an 8x8 mini album with a 3-inch spine in black, and it is the Stamperia Alice collection. I use the Alice, all of the paper sizes they have. They have 6x6, 8x8 backgrounds and solids, 12x12, and then some of the gold collections in here too, just because I needed more paper. And yeah, so if you have an entire collection and you're wanting to get rid of it, this is the time. So head on over to ASC Supplies on Etsy and use Scrapping Posh 10 for 10% off your regular price purchase. All of the specifics are in the description box below. Now, if you're asking yourself, where's the part 2 of the 4x4 mini album tutorial? The answer is, yeah, I screwed up when I filmed it, and I was filming when I wasn't supposed to be filming, and I wasn't filming when I was supposed to be filming. So this book's actually done. So we're going to use the scraps from this collection to make another one, so that will be hopefully next week. But let's get into the Alice book. I used some of the chipboard collection on the front, and then some flat back pearls in red hearts, the chipboard, clock, butterfly, cards, and a wood veneer heart that I used permanent marker to paint red. On the spine, I have this owl chipboard piece, which I thought was really cute. And on the back, I have a long tail, which I thought was appropriate for the wrap up of this album, and the Cheshire Cat. So that is the back, and left it pretty plain. I was going to be more elaborate, but this is for an order, and we like things simple versus more busy. Okay, so let's get into it. So it is a thick book, and there are lots of spots for pictures and journaling, but I also wanted to make sure that it told the story. So the first page here is Alice on the Cheshire Cat. I have a small flap here. You can add pictures and journaling too. This is a magnetic tag from the collection on a piece of black chipboard, or I'm sorry, cardstock. And I use the stack the page method for this, so it ends up you get smaller pages. So I used this smaller page to put a tag on so it would close properly. This is one of the 4x6 cut aparts. They're actually like 3.5 by 5.5, which is kind of unfortunate for some of the stuff that I did in the album, but it worked. So going to flip open, and on this full first page you have the flap, you have Alice, and then you have a little tuck spot here and another frame or mat, and you just fold him over and you can label something under there. So that's the first full page. It is magnetic. Second page is just a pocket, and I have some of the really cool cut aparts in it, front and back, and then I just made a little booklet out of this. I made a lot of booklets, so lots of room for pictures in those. And then I tried to get this 6x6 pad, has some really neat images in it, so I tried to get as many full images as I could from that 6x6 pad. So I made a very large pocket here, and then in that pocket I did a tag with a plain cream colored mat on one side, and then I figured you could do some journaling here and a picture here, or whatever, and that goes in there. If you wanted to, you didn't have to put the tag all the way in. You can just stick it out halfway like so, but I like seeing this image. And then on the back I have red hearts that match the red hearts here. Okay, and we'll open it up, and here is a really nice place for some journaling. It's actually from the 8x8 pad, and you have these lines already there. So another one of those pages, the small pages, and I have one of the bookmarks that came in the collection, and then just a small folder there. You can do some journaling in there, or put some small pictures. And then one of the chipboard pieces with Alice in here. I didn't do a lot of the chipboard in here because I figured it was getting fat enough. And then I used one of my tabs, and the back of the page is pretty plain. On this side I did a double flip out, and I used the Eat Me and Drink Me, and those are both tuck spots. So we'll get one of these tags, and you can see how you can just tuck under each one of those. So if you want to put a picture there, you can nearly use the whole thing. And then on the back I kept it a cream color, so room for journaling or whatever. And that folds like that. Okay, and open it back up here. Everything's distressed with the black soot, distress ink. And there is our double fold out there. Each one of these are about 7-ish by 5, I think. 5.5. And there's no magnets in here because they stay closed. This is one of my favorite pockets. This is a double tag pocket, and it's a small pocket, so it adds lots of interest. If you pull the tags out, you can see that it's just a small page. I added 2 pockets here, and then the tags are actually little fold-outs, little books. Okay, so that page, I like these pages because they just add a lot of interest. And the back is plain, and then I went into just a simple little waterfall, sideways waterfall, cream on the back, and then a pattern paper on the other side. This one is a pocket with a belly band. If you go into the pocket, there's this super thick tri-fold, and I used cream on one side and added some cut-aparts. Each one of the cut-aparts has room to tuck, so you can put a full picture there. And since it's all folded down, it won't get tore up. And if you flip over on these two, I use the quilting method with some scrap paper to make the base there, the background. Fold him back up, and he sticks right underneath this belly band that's part of this pocket with the Tea Party little cut apart. And this is kind of like the Tea Party page, because Tea Party in here, Tea Party, and then these 2 booklets also are Tea Party related. That one's just a plain mat, and then this was from the 6x6 Tea Party, and then on the inside it had an unbirthday calendar, and it was part of the 6x6 also. So I just pieced it together, making the page split between the calendar months, so you can always jot down, you know, whoever's name. And then of course Alice, you can stick something under her, but not a real big thing because she's glued down here. So she still has some room that you can put in there, but I figured you could jot down some stuff there. Okay, that one goes in the pocket. And we're going to open it up, and this is the middle page. So the middle page has the biggest gusset. It has a 1/2 inch gusset instead of 1/4 inch gussets, depending on which way you design it. But this is your waterfall. This is the vertical waterfall, and I just made a normal waterfall, only matted on the fronts of the pages. Gives you lots of room on the back to do whatever you like. And there you are. And then on the other side, it was a short page. I added a flap with a pocket in it. I think this one also has a quilted background, so that's fun to put pictures on. And here is just a big picture of Alice, so you can leave that blank or you can do whatever you want with it. You can write around it. And then on this side, this flap is a little tuck spot. I just put this little book in it, and that is actually the last of the middle page, the second middle page. And then I added this flap here, and it is a pocket, so I put 2 of the tags in it with little teapots, and then 1 booklet that I made. Let me open it up a little more. This is like a 3 by 4, I think. And then on the back I have like a double belly band here. You can always put more stuff underneath it than what I have, but I just made this little pull-out tag with a tab on it. Double belly band so he sits down nice and neat. And then I have this pocket, so you have this big spot here. It is not magnetic because when you close this it will keep that shut. I have 3 tags in here, 1 from the collection and then 2 just kind of handmade with little mats on them. And then the queen here is a tuck spot and 1 of the little tiny tags from the 6x6 album. Kind of just goes under there. You have to watch the queen's hand though, it's kind of fragile. And then another big pull out with a tab and the quilted background. So quilted background, don't cut your paper to do the quilted background. Wait until you're done cutting your paper and use all your scraps. So I still have some cards in process with that. This page is a double pocket, so I have 1 big pocket with a plain, or I'm sorry, 1 big mat with a plain inside, and then I used the 6x6 paper, which is actually the same as this 8x8 paper on the front page, but it is, you know, it has the text on it and everything. And then in your second pocket here you have 2, I did not make booklets, but there is a front and back mat and then just a plain tag. I put this in there, and then you can put this all the way down in, but I like splitting it and putting him in here so that this part shows, but you can do it either way. I have a half pocket here, and I have a mat with a quilted background in it. Nope, no quilted background, but it is matted on the back also. And tuck that in, and then I just got these 2 little tags here and here. 1 big page is always nice to have a big page, but speaking of big pages, I thought that it was appropriate that I should use all the card suits in one, but of course I use the 6x6 paper. This is the outside of the pull out, so here is your clock. And here is the Alice Through the Looking Glass, the 6x6 papers again. I just pieced together some cream cardstock for the top and bottom. And there's another piece of cream cardstock. And we have all the suits. There's your clubs, your hearts, all of the suits. And we fold that back up. And you can see where this is going. On this side we have a cream cardstock, your spades, diamonds, and your suit again. So lots and lots of room in there, and plenty of room to expand. I'll show you that at the end. In this one I have another 6x6 page in its entirety, and it's just a flap with some of this really nice paper on the back. The 6x6 paper pads are always so nice. This one I have a half flap, so basically right in the middle of the page you add your flap and then you mat the other side, and then you just tuck a mat here. So I have the hearts, the diamonds, and then I added a flap in the middle and put a pocket in it, so not to be bored. We have a little flap, and I lost my tag somewhere. This of course can be tuck spot here. So just some little cards from the collection. And we'll put him in there. Oh, you can let him hang over or you can put him in there fully. I think I'm going to put him in there fully. And then again you have this entire area and the back of that pocket. So the final page, this Oddly enough, this, and it was only in the 8x8, is my favorite paper from the entire collection. It's just a real nice beige distressed heart, so I really like that. I don't know why, but added a flap with 6x6 flap simply to put the other two 6x6 scenes here. And I have Alice with the chess pieces, and then Alice with the tea party that also mirrors the front, but smaller, and it's cute. And then on the very back page I have a horizontal waterfall with a magnetic closure. On the magnetic closure I went ahead and added a pocket, and the pocket has a little booklet and Alice in the little booklet there. And then I did a fussy cut every piece of fussy cut paper with the exception of the little chess set, and I have a lot of cut aparts left, so be prepared to be seeing these cut aparts come up in other projects. I have, if we open that up, there is a spot here to do whatever you want with it. Another one of these cut aparts, and then I left the back side plain simply for space reasons. And on the back I added one of these 4x6 mats because of course the gusset is right here and it kind of sticks out, but I'm probably the only one that would notice. So we're going to stick him back in here. Let's show you how much room we have to expand. Lots of room to expand. Now he is chunky, but he has room. So that is my 8x8 mini album share. It was real fun to do it. I typically don't do something this big, but I do see the benefits of having a bigger album and using it to use your stash up. So if you have any questions, comments, concerns, please leave me a comment below. And if you want to see a tutorial, let me know. I can totally do a tutorial with the Graphic 45 Alice collection, or whatever that collection's called. And head on over to ASC Supplies on Etsy, asccraftsupplies.com. Use ScrappingPosh10 for 10% off your normal price purchases, and we'll see you next time. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.